Hello. In this lesson, we'll learn some basic animation concepts. We'll see how to add keys, move various skeleton parts using lock member, mirror poses, copy and paste postures, and most importantly, use the frozen posture tool. So, let's begin. Notice that when we move or rotate the hip, the top of the spine, or the spine itself, each skeleton part moves freely. Now, if we activate the lock member button in the rollout skeleton for the hip, the entire hierarchy moves along with it. When we activate lock member on the top of the spine, the entire descending hierarchy of that bone follows its movement. If we move the hip while the top of the spine is locked, everything descending from the spine will move along. The behavior is different with the hands. When we activate lock member on a hand, it becomes fixed in space, as if holding a stationary object. This is very useful when the character needs to support or hold on to something. In the fingers, the lock member keeps the fingertips fixed in the current position, while the hand can make small movements around them. In the feet, the lock member works similarly to the hands. The difference is that, in the feet, this locking is already activated by default, making it easier to create supporting poses on the ground. Now, let's look at the mirroring tools and rollout keys. The mirror left and mirror right buttons mirror the entire skeleton pose to the opposite side. The mirror selected button mirrors only the limb that has at least one bone selected. In rollout posture, we have tools to copy and paste poses. We can copy the posture of the entire skeleton or just a selected limb. It's also possible to store multiple poses in a list, so you can reuse them during animation. Here we'll create a list with several arm poses. This list allows you to mirror stored poses, preview a pose before applying it, reuse poses throughout the animation. To add or remove keys in an animation, we use the tools and rollout keys. The Add Key button adds keys only to the selected limb. Note that keys is not yet present in the leg, in the arm, or in any other part besides the hip and spine, which are part of the same limb. The Add Key from Cell Bone button adds keys to the selected limb and to all descending bones in the hierarchy, except for the facial bones. The Clear All Keys button removes all keys from the skeleton, including facial keys. Adding keys to the forearm using Add Key only adds them to the arm limb. However, if we add keys to the arm using Add Key from Cell Bone, all fingers receive keys. For fingers, if we add keys to the selected finger using Add Key, it only adds keys to that finger. If we add keys using Add Key from Cell Bone, all fingers of that hand receive keys. The Remove All Keys button removes all keys only from the selected limb. If we want the removal to propagate to the hierarchy, we use the Remove Keys from Cell button. Now, let's animate the character sitting in a chair using the Frozen Posture tool, which greatly simplifies the process.